Hey friends, hey, it is the end of the month, so join me as I close out my budget for the month of February. Hey everyone, I hope you guys are having an awesome day or night or whenever you are watching this video. Thank you for clicking on this video, by the way. So today I am going to be closing out my budget for the month of February. And I kid you not, doing a budget closeout is a little bit tedious, but if you do the little steps ahead of time, you should be good, which sometimes I forget to, which is like your weekly check-in and make sure you're tracking your spending. Sometimes I do get a little bit behind, but I try my best to stay ahead. So if you notice, if you look closely, you could see that I kind of went in order of when I made my purchase in my transaction log. But after a while, things got out of order, and as long as I document them, I feel like that's good enough. And yeah, I am just going to highlight my variables. I just have 4 of them. I tried to make it super simple. Last year, I think I had 5 or 6 envelopes and it was a bit much. So this time around, I have 4 envelopes, which is just groceries, gas, spending, and children. Super simplified. So let's just go ahead and highlight the categories. So I did a grocery purchase here. Moving down, I did another one here, one more here, another one here. As you could tell, groceries does get a lot of love. I like to eat good. I do most of my cooking at home, but on occasion I will order out because it is convenient and we're not trying to be stressed over here. So that is all the grocery purchases that I made for February 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I'm just going to go ahead and calculate it, and then I guess I could log it at the bottom and see how much I spent for groceries. Okay, so it is more than over the budget. More than over the budget. I don't know if it's a sad thing because we eat good over here. So groceries came in at a whopping $964.65. I'm going to track it here also as well. So when I'm closing out on my budget inside, I could be good. Or I could have a little sticky note to remember what I said. That's a lot. It's not twice as much, but it's might as well be twice as much. Okay, so now I'm going in and I'm going to do gas. And I did pretty good for gas this month, I must say. I did get a new job. It's a little bit closer to home, so the commute has changed drastically, so that kind of helped me out with gas a bit. I think that's all. I only filled up on gas twice this month, like hello. And I drive a SUV, so this is a bonus. So gas only came in at 100, which I'm kind of happy because I overspend in other areas. So not mad at that at all. Now let me just write spending, and then the next one will be children. Okay, so I'll do this one for, I guess, spending. Yep. So let's just highlight all my spending. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for spending. So let's just go ahead and add that up and see what it totals out to. Okay, so spending is a little bit ridiculous. We are at $779.41 for spending. And listen, a budget is more or less a guideline to just kind of help you stay on track. The goal is to stay on track, to be honest, but we know sometimes it just doesn't go that way. The last one is children, and this one was so unexpected just because I just had unexpected expenses when it came to children, so that's just what it is. That's what happened. And that gives me $553.49, and I was over in pretty much all the areas except for gas, which kind of is a bonus, but you know what? We have to live. We definitely have to live. All right, so now I'm just going to turn over to my actual budget so I could get these numbers logged in. I budgeted for $3,332 for my income. I actually ended up making $5,932. I announced in my last cash stuffing, which was my savings challenge video. Yeah, my saving challenge cash stuffing video, that I did get a new job, so I am making more money. Nonetheless, I don't really want to spend more because I'm making more. I really want to save. It's just that I had unexpected expenses, hence the reason why we're supposed to save for our emergency fund, but that's neither here nor there. Let's just keep moving on. I budgeted for this. I ended up making a little bit more, and my fixed expenses, I budgeted $1,105.42. I ended up spending a little bit more, $1,300.26. So let's just do the math. Okay, so 5,932 take away 1,326. That leaves me with a balance. Oh, I should, you know what? Let me get a different pen so things could be highlighted a little bit more. Okay, so I'll work with a blue pen so you could see the difference a little bit more. So that leaves me with a balance of $4,631.74 to work with. Groceries, as you guys can see from the other page, I ended up spending $964.65. Gas came in under at 100. Children, I ended up spending $553.49. So spending ended up being $779.41. So let's just go ahead and do the math because I was over like all sorts in this area. Okay. So $964.65 plus 100 plus 553.49 plus 779.41. Okay, so that totals out to $2,397.55. 55 cents. So let's do the math so we could see the difference. Or you know what I could do? I wonder if I do it backwards, it'll just give me a negative, but it won't be a negative. So I'll do this, take away 4631.74. Okay, so I have a balance of $2,234.19. And it's showing negative here, but that's because I'm doing the math a little backwards. And my son scratched all over here. He really just does the most sometimes. All right, moving on. My MasterCard, I ended up putting $300 on that. I did budget $200, but I wanted to add a little bit more. For my Visa number 1, I ended up putting $136.43 on that. Okay, for Visa number 2, oh no, I messed up. Snap. Okay, Visa number 2, I put $300 there. Okay, so let me just get a whiteout because I am just messing things up. Let me just get a whiteout. I messed up a little bit. Well, I messed up a lot. I put the wrong numbers. So my MasterCard, I did put $200. That was budgeted. For Visa number 1, I put $300, which I budgeted $150. And for Visa number 2, that is the one I put $136.43. So let's add all of that up. So 200 plus 300 plus 136.43. That gives me $636.43. So let's take this away from that. Okay, so $234.19 take away $636.43. That leaves us with $1,597.76. Okay, so now I'm going into my sinking funds. All right, so for my sinking funds, there's high priority. I'm just going to total it all up because what I did was I just did, for the first 2 weeks, I did a stuff, and then the second week, the last 2 weeks, I did a stuff. I'm trying to do my sinking funds bi-weekly. For the first 2 weeks, I did 170. For the second 2 weeks, I did 85. And then I did 25 into my emergency. So that is 280. So I'm just going to say 280. Okay. So $1,597.16 take away 280, and that gives me $1,317.16. Moving on into my saving challenge. Right away, I know I only did $200. So $1,311.16 take away 200, and that gives me a balance of $1,111.16. So that's what it is. Let's quickly just do a little highlight. Okay, that one right there, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So those are all of my actuals. balance. So I'm just going to plug that in right here. Or I should do this one too. Let's do that one. Okay, so for income, I had $5,932. My fixed expenses were, oh, I highlighted the wrong one. My fixed expenses were $1,326. My variable expense was $2,397.55. And then my debts, how much did I pay in debts? For debts, I did $636.43. For sinking funds, I did $280. For savings, I did $200. And then my remainder, this will stay in my account for the following month. And this, I guess you could call this rollover, just in case I need it, $1,111.16. Okay, so that is my budget closeout portion. But let's just go ahead and close out my sinking funds. All right, so last month I had a balance of $25. Now I have $10, $20, $25, $30, $35. So $10 was added. Household had 25. It now has 10, 20, 25, 30. So $5 was added. What did I say? 30? Yeah, 30. Boy. Lordy, Lord, Lord, Lord. Medical was at 25. Medical is now at 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So what is that? $10 was added to medical? Yep, $10. Road trip. The last time road trip had $85. It now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So $90. That means $5 was added. I feel like I counted this wrong. Let me do it one more time. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Nope, I was right. Sometimes in the midst of doing the cash count, you feel like you're just messing up a little bit. Okay, so Holy Days had 20. It now has 10, 20, 25, and 30. So $10 was added. Car maintenance had 20. It now has 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So 20 was added to car maintenance. Next up, I have retirement. Retirement had 35. It now has 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So $5 was added. Okay, next up is birthdays. Birthdays had 60. It now has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So 20 was added to birthdays. Okay, moving on to my puzzle saving challenge. It had 5 and now it has 15. So $10 was added to my puzzle saving challenge, or my mini saving challenge. Okay, my, I guess, Disney challenge had 15. It now has 10, 20, 25, and 30. So we doubled up there. So another 15 was added to that one. And miscellaneous had 35. It now has 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So 5 was added to miscellaneous. And you see how just adding $5 can just add up so much. I just love that when it comes to sinking funds and just helping you to plan ahead. Boss Babe had 35. It now has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So $5 was added to Boss Babe. And I'm trying to move a little fast because I want to go and pick up my son from daycare. Oh Lord. Okay, next up I'm going into my lifestyle binder. Okay, so Molly's envelope had $10. It now has 10, 15, 20, 25. Really? It only had 10? So that means what? 15 was added? Why am I so slow right now? Okay, so 25, take away 10. Oh yeah, 15. Okay, like I was saying, all of their envelopes have 25 inside of it. 15 was added to each of their envelope. Next up we have school funds. School funds had 20 the last time. It now has 40. So 20 was added. We doubled up on that. And I did a little bit of condensing with this one. Moving on, we have car insurance. It last time we cashed stuff, it had 50. It now has 20, 40, and $60. So 10 was added to that. Uncle Sam had, how much did Uncle Sam had? He had a good old $30. Today we're at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 5 was added there. Registries had $10. It now has 5, 10, 15, and 20. So 10 was added to registry. Costco had 30. Costco now has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So $5 was added to Costco. Moving had 25. It now has 20, 25, and 30. So $10 was added to moving. $30? Yeah. Oh no, $5 was added to moving. Because it was at 25 and I added just 5. Okay, investments had 25. It now has 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 5 was added there. That is it for my lifestyle. Next up I have self-care. These are the only 3 that I'm tracking in my book at the moment. As far as my saving challenges are concerned, I just want to be surprised with how much I've saved at the end. So shopping had 55. It now has 20, 40, 50, 60. So 5 was added there. Next up is spa. Spa had 15, it now has 5, 10, 15, 20. So another 5 there. It is so windy outside. I am wondering if the camera is picking up. I have like a extended mic on, so it picks up all the little extra sounds, which can be good or bad. Nails had 15, it now has 5, 10, 15, 20. So 5 was added to nails. And I'm currently just doing my nails by myself. I feel like I'm doing okay, but I really want to try to treat myself and have it done professionally, you know. So hair had 15, it now has 5, 10, 15, and 20. So another 5 was added there. Moving on to beauty. Beauty had 15, it now has 5, 10, 15, 20, right? Yeah, 20. And my last one is date night. And date night had 15, it now has 10, 15, and 20. So that is it. That is my last binder. So now I'm just going to go ahead and tally everything and see what the total is for this month. Last month, if you recall or watched my January video, I was able to save $745 total out for all 3 envelopes, or totaling out for all 3 binders. So let's see how much I have now. Okay guys, look at us. Our money is growing and it is getting thicker than a Snicker, and we are loving it over here. All right, so my new balance is $1,015. Oh, okay, I thought it was $1. So $1,015. Like, hello, $5 here, $5 there, and look at us now. Okay, so that is what we were able to save. So let's see the difference. $745. So that is an extra $270 I was able to total out in my sinking funds. And now that I have a new job, things could only get better from here. Okay, so I know this video is going to be a little long. I will definitely do timestamps so you guys could just go here, there, and, you know, watch wherever you want. So that is it for today's budget closeout. Until next time, bye.